First of all, in terms of mood, in terms of what we're doing, I think it's clear to say that we're working around the clock to find solutions regarding the implementation of the protocol. I said this the other day here in the press room. We have put forward solutions. We have found solutions already. One of the examples that I mentioned the other day was on veterinary medicines, which came out just before Christmas. There are technical level exchanges already ongoing between both sides, so that I can already confirm. As for meetings between, for example, Vice President Šefčovič and his counterpart, I can't yet confirm that, but stay tuned. I'm sure that there will be updates over the coming days.
Thank you. At this point, are there any additional questions for Dan on this matter or on other matters that he covers, as he's already available to you? That is not the case, so thank you, Dan, and I can open the floor to any other questions that you may have today on other issues. Yes, David, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. End of last year, I think, the last press conference, you said you might have some more, may be able to make a report on who was responsible for the two Nord Stream sabotage, and the investigation was going on. Do you have anything to say at this stage?
Thank you so much, David. So that investigation, as you know, was carried out at the national level by the countries most directly concerned by that infrastructure. We have seen the reports that you have seen as well. We do not have anything specific to add at this point in time from our own perspective regarding those incidents. What we can tell you is about the protection of critical infrastructure and the steps that we have been taking in the EU following that incident to increase the protection of our critical infrastructure. And if that's something that you want to get into, I can invite Anita to tell you a bit more. But is it something that you would wish to get into? Yes, David.
I'd just like to know what report you have received from the member states about this, what conclusions they've come to.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, Anita.
Thank you. When it comes to the Swedish authorities, we have been indeed informed that the damages on the Nord Stream gas pipelines were caused by deliberate sabotage, but investigations are still ongoing in Sweden, Denmark and Germany, and as you know, these investigations fall under the responsibility of the member states.
Thank you, Anita. And any other questions for Anita on this subject? David, go ahead in our chat.
Thank you, Dana. It's on migration, if I may.
I think you may, David, because I don't see any other questions for Anita on critical infrastructure, so go ahead.
Thank you very much. Anita, several NGOs published a communique today criticizing the Italian decree which will limit the activity of search and rescue by NGOs, vessels. I'm wondering if you have a comment. They are saying that the decree is violating the EU and international rules. I would like to know if you are going to look at it or not, or if you have asked some clarification to the Italian government and so on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Our position on this, and this is irrespective of the decree, which still needs to be turned into a law, is the same when it comes to saving lives at sea. It's a moral duty as well as a legal obligation. And this is, as we have repeatedly have said it before, this is done independently from the circumstances that have led people to be in distress at sea. What I would also like to add, because as you know, we have put forward a specific action plan on the Central Mediterranean, and we have now a search and rescue group that existed before that will be reinvigorated, and at the end of this month, hopefully I can give you very soon a specific date, but the idea is to have the search and rescue contact group reconvened this month that will discuss the challenges in the Central Mediterranean with all actors involved.
Thank you, Anita. And David has a follow-up question. Go ahead, David.
Yes, thank you very much. The fact is that the decree is low. The Parliament will vote on it, but the Italian government is already applying the rules foreseen by the decree. So it's already a law that it's applied in Italy. So I'm wondering why you are waiting. First of all, why you are waiting for the Parliament vote instead of looking at it right now, since it is applied by Italy. Second point, one of the rules adopted by the Italian government foreseen the obligation for NGOs vessel to conduct a sort of screening of people on board and asking them if they want to apply for asylum. Is it in line with the EU regulation? Thank you.
Thank you, David. You know our rules on the request of asylum and on the right to have an effective access to it. And you know that third countries, nationals present on the territory of a member state, including in the territorial waters, may make an asylum application. But other than that, it is not about us looking specifically of this decree or not. We're, as always, in touch with the Italian authorities. This month we will have a search and rescue contact group meeting specifically, and no matter what Italy is doing through a decree or specific legislation on this, they must respect the international laws and the law of the sea.
Thank you, Anita. Any other questions on this subject? I don't see any. On any other subject that Anita covers? I don't see that either, so thank you so much for today. And I will now give you the possibility to flag if you are interested in discussing other subjects with us. I don't see any hand up, so thank you so much. Have a good afternoon and see you tomorrow.